You can start by the others and I can finish what you think.
Hello, good evening, and welcoming on this international platform. This is international conference. Today we have connected our very much honorable and well-known, very famous, the legendary personalities, our Excellency Royal Highness from France, Queen Nadia. She is here with us. Unbelievable, I know, and but we are very much lucky to have her on this international platform. So how are you, our queen Nadia from France?
Manila, I'm fine. Thank you so much. Thank you. I'm fine.
Okay,
Hi, everybody.
thanks a lot. Krinal, your microphone is off. Can you please unmute your
Yes,
microphone?
absolutely.
Thanks for joining, Krinal from Poland. How are you, our international guest today?
I'm good as well. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. Thanks for coming and joining us on this international conference. Rosie from Vietnam, how are you, our international leader and speaker?
Yes, I'm very happy today.
Thank you so much. And really very much lucky to have all of our international guests on this platform. I'm very much sorry that our last session was suddenly cut down for a technical issue. So here I am lucky to welcome our Queen, Royal Highness, our Excellency, have joined to speak on the topic of women's rights and children's rights. Can I please request our Queen Royal Highness Excellency how we can empower our women and children and how their rights can be established, equality, peace, justice, and freedom protection. We can move forward with all these advantages. Can you please guide our Queen?
Thank you for inviting me. Thank you so much. Namaste and salam alaikum to everybody. And yeah, let's speak. I I want to say Eid Mubarak to all the Muslims around the world today. Before to start, thank you so much. Yeah,
Thank you.
you know, if we look at our world, we can see that all the human rights are violated. Not only the women and the children, but all the human rights are violated.
Right.
Because in some area, there's some lack of education. We can empower the women and the children through peace education. To teach our children and to teach our women from around the world peace education. Then from the women, the children will follow. Without the woman, there's no continuity, there's no humanity. And because she is so precious, we need to protect her and protect her rights. And the children are only the sacred fruit of this humanity, this continuity of humanity. Violating them is violating not only the human right, but the divine right, because they are really sacred. We are all an extension of God, and we really need to protect our rights, to be recognized and respected, and grow up in a very beautiful atmosphere of love and peace, brotherhood, etc. Why? Because we are all coming from the same source, the source of the divine force. We are all born free and equal, and our freedom and equality is confirmed by the common color of the blood that is flowing in our vein. You may be black, white, yellow, Muslim, all that. Your color, the color of your blood is red, and that it is the confirmation of your equality. And people think, they are violating the children right, the woman, and especially the woman and the children. Yeah. So because there's an illusion of superiority, an illusion of superiority. People think that there's no equality, there's no freedom anywhere, you know. So this illusion that we are not equal, we have to eliminate it. And where to eliminate it? Because to change this world, you cannot change it like that physically. You have to go to the cause and eliminate the cause. And to eliminate the cause, we have to go very deep in the spirit, because we accept it or not. We are all under, and we are all under the law of cause and effect. All what is all Every effect has a cause, and every visible things has a cause in the invisible. So this problem of violation of human rights, you and children and women, it's because of problem of identity. People, they don't know who they are really. They don't know who they are. They identify themselves to a color, to a body, to a religion, to um, a social status, to their wealth, to their home, and people, they have just this illusion, because they have wealth, they feel superior to the others. Because some others, they are men, they think that they are above everything. Just let me remind to the men that without a woman, they will never exist. Because you can be the best leader in this planet. You can be the best leader in this planet. Remember always that a woman gave you birth. And because she has this power to give birth to all humanity, we need to respect her and to bow in front of her feet. Because without her, there's no life, there's no humanity. So if the woman is not happy, is not growing in happiness, in joy, in love, in peace, she will be just spreading that sadness, you know. And the children are like sponge. They will just receive and reproduce exactly what they are living in their own atmosphere. We need to teach peace education and the education of identity. We are spirit in a body, and not a body in spirit. This is very important. So when I speak about the cause and fact, let's go to the cause. The cause is spiritual. You cannot find it here. You will find it in the invisible. Let's go and change in your thought, in your feeling, because it is creative. All the troubles we have today, if we are talking about the woman and the children right, it's because there's a violation. And because there's a violation, it's like are all responsible of what we have created. We have created a collective consciousness based on the ego. So we are only thinking to ourselves. We are even going to rape our women, and we have some children in orphanage. We are getting and cultivating the poverty of the spirit, letting our children in the street, and they are weak to prostitution, weak to the drug, weak to alcohol, to every addiction, weak to violence, weak to trafficking. That we have to stop. but we cannot stop that like that. We need to eliminate the cause, because we can condemn different things. We can condemn different things. I mean, physically. Okay, the man has violated my child. I will denounce him and put him in jail. But it's not solving the problem, because the cause
Right.
is still here. It is still here. So we need to go and eliminate the cause. And to eliminate the cause is to bring thought of peace, love, happiness, respect, tolerance, and all that. This is the only way to change this world. We will never be able to change a world just in the physical like that. Why? Because we are all following, and we are all under the patronage, the governance of the law of cause and effect. And because it's a universal law, no one can modify it and no one can escape it. You react, you react what you sow. Exactly. So all your thoughts, your emotions are bringing a reaction. An action is bringing a reaction, and every thought is bringing an action, and every action is bringing the reaction. So we need really to change our mindset and to look at our woman as the power of life. Some people, they don't respect women. You know, in some
Yes.
community, we are forcing the child girl to marry. Why?
Right.
To marry with her a man who can be her grandfather. Why? Why we are doing that? Some people, they
Very
say,
true.
oh, it is our tradition and it is our culture and our religion. I'm sorry, I don't know one religion who say marry your daughter at the age of 8 or 10. I don't know one of them, you know. So we really need to teach them to respect the woman. And when there's, for example, in in the Muslim religion, I was growing up in Muslim religion, and in the Muslim religion, it says that the paradise, the heaven, is under the feet of your mother. It doesn't mean that you have to praise your mother. It means that you have to respect every girl that will become one day a mother. Your daughter, your sister, your wife, your mother, every girl that will become one day a mother. That we need really to think about that. So we some of the children, they have problem in their own home. We need to protect them from the violence in their own home. You understand? This is why I told you, in every community we have a different problem, you know, of violence
Right.
of women and children. But we have the same cause, the lack, the ignorance of our own identity. We are we are an extension of God. God is acting for us, within us, and through us. And we have the same energy. The woman has the capacity to think and to feel. She is the equal of men. She, he is thinking, she is thinking. He is feeling, she is feeling. He is acting, she is acting. You know, can a body walk with one leg? No. You need two legs to walk, for a body to walk and to be in balance. When there's one leg who is in dysfunction, the body is not in balance anymore. So let's give this message to all men. Uplift the woman. Bring her to your level, because she is your best balance. Without her, you can go nowhere. Without her, there's no peace. Without her, there's no prosperity. And most of all, without her, there's no life and there's no humanity. So just we will uplift the children and the woman through education. I think I have said everything. Without education, without putting the woman in her place, there's no possibility for a nation to change. Without going and eliminating the illusion of our superiority, there's no possibility to change. If we want to change this world, we need to go and change the cause. Otherwise, it's not possible. You are just replacing an effect by another one. You understand? So
Okay.
together, I invite everybody together to join together and spread love, peace, and unity all together. Equality, justice will come by itself. Thank you.
What a great statement from our queen, from Queen
Thank you.
Nadia, Excellency, and our Royal Highness. I'm so glad to hear from you, and it's a marvelous experience. It's a joy forever, my lifetime achievement to hear such a powerful and bold voice from a leader. So here, now it is time to connect another international leader, Miss Satnam. Actually, our designation is Dr. Satnam. Can I connect from Dubai? Dr. Satnam, welcoming you. Can you please share your voice? Can I connect the voice of Dubai and UK here? Welcoming you, Dr. Satnam.
Thank you, Nora. Thank you. It's the first time I'm here, so thank you very much. Like everyone
Welcome.
celebrating Eid here. So Eid Mubarak to all the Muslims around the world and to everyone who's celebrating still a festival. And amidst all that is going on, any hope of love, of festivity, of joy, anything that brings happiness in our face, we should be celebrating and being a part of it. So we've had some holidays here. I think Eid al-Adha. So it's nice. I think everyone is in a little bit of a ease mode, which is good. Originally, I'm from UK. At the moment, I'm in UAE. I've been here for, I think, past 7 to 8 months. And I've set up a new base here as well. So, and like I said, today we're talking about the women and the child. Thank you, Queen Mother. It's very inspiring to hear your words. Yes, we talk about inequalities, we talk about women's rights, we talk about how we being, not given the chance and the place that we deserve in the world. But what I'm seeing now is that we, like I said, missed COVID, all these virtual interactions that have actually been enhanced. It's brought a lot of women power empowerments and a lot of organizations and groups together to come together and start looking into how women around the world, which has also helped people to get motivated and see there's a lot happening. So in UAE, at the moment, we're working with Academy for Women Entrepreneurs, which is ALL. It's called ALL. And this is a mission, US mission program, which is in partnership with Start AD. And this is specifically created, for economic prosperity, for creating opportunities for women entrepreneurs so that they can upskill and they can scale and they can thrive. It will also enable women-owned SMEs in UAE and elsewhere so they can deconstruct and identify new channel markets and customers. So what I'm saying is, why I feel there is a problem is because if the women is financially enabled, if she's capable of looking herself financially, I feel there might be less issues. We see a lot of women, okay, we say women are professional, but a lot of parts of the world which are still quite underdeveloped. So women are struggling, and why do they not have a voice? Because they know that they'll be left behind because there is no means of livelihood for them apart from the family they have to stick on to. So the basic issue where it comes to if women don't have the sources of income, if they don't have that education, if they don't have that qualification, if they don't have that support to come out and be self-sufficient, they're always going to be in this fear when they're dependent. So that is one major fear, where women accept a lot of abuse. They accept a lot that is not actually something that is acceptable in the world, but they accept it only because they have no other way of surviving. So I think
Right.
it's very important that women are empowered. There are streams, there are startup helps or there are helps. So there's a organization in India that I work with, Help India Online. And these people, they're creating like startup help for women. So what they do is they have their own home galleries. They have their own way clienting. I think they have like millions of clients already on their portal. So the women, they just go, they get some loans. They given some loans to start a business, and they already have the market base already set up for them. So within their own home, they're trying to sell a few things. Do you know what I mean? Some people and some of these women, they're trying to do some creative, creating some jewelry, some artistic things, or some saris, or whatever they can. So what I'm saying is practical help is so important. So there has to be
Financial.
a lot. See, we are trying to educate people, which is a very good thing, like we do need to bring the awareness around that. Yes, women are there, women have to be respected, and yes, women deserve the respect that they're there for, because how many roles does a mother or a woman in a lifetime goes through, and how many jobs does she actually fulfill during 24/7, sitting there for their kids 24/7, for their husbands, for their parents, for their siblings, for the whatever work they're doing. So is this a whole caboodle of work? The whole society, everything they're looking after. So they're not working at home, they're working outside. And these modern women, they're actually they multiplied their jobs. So they're not only
Right.
working at home, they're working outside as well. So they're the breadwinners and the bread feed. They're doing everything. So what I'm saying is that is so important. With the awareness, there is practical help for these women to get stable, to be able to stand on their own feet. So I'm glad, in UAE, what I love about UAE, what I've seen since I've been here, there's so much help for women. There's so much help for women. It's nice to see that, women are given the preference. I mean, even in state, if you see the positions, if you see in political positions, women are really empowered. And it's really good to see that some nations are trying so hard to get their women empowered and get them that education they need and do everything and put all the power behind them. So that is why I've got involved with some startups here that are working. There's another one, Golden Edge, and
Super.
there's the Coalition of African Women. There's another organization. They're even hosting their summit on the 5th and 6th of August here in UAE, in Hilton Haptur. And the lady, I think the first lady from one of the states is actually going to be representing them, which is very good. So what I'm saying is, it is nice for these international leaders, these big people who have a lot of significance, who have a lot of influence, that can come out and strengthen and get some constructive help for women out there. So these, like I said, these and other
Dr.
organizations
Sasna,
I'm working with.
one moment. I'm just interrupting for giving a special message to you. I don't know what happened. Our guests, our friends are continuously bugging me, continuously running after me to have the link to listen to you. All of your leaders, even when we are on the program, they are continuously sending message, where is the link, where is the link? So I just let you all know how famous you are. Thanks.
Thank you. It's the love,
Thanks.
isn't it?
Dr. Satnam, please carry on. Thanks.
No, it's really nice. It's nice to connect with people because, see, everyone says that, even Queen Mother, everyone says that, and it's true. We can't do it alone. So there is only so much we can do. And what are we gonna take when we leave this earth? Nothing. Just beautiful memories leave behind. So that is why I say the more we can collaborate, the more we can work together, it's better, isn't it? So we just, everyone I see, and I see that they're coming out, they're making their best effort. And God knows, people, I actually, hats off to them, because there is so much going on in the world. No wonder people must be going through. It's not just it's not rocket science, it's just understood that people must be going through so much, because the times have been so tough. People lost their jobs, there was no income coming in, there was so many health issues, there was such fear, the mental health was struggling,
Right.
because people were struggling in every possible way. But still, to keep up their brave face, to every day motivate themselves to get up and do something good for others, it takes a lot of credit. So yes, so for all those unsung heroes, everyone in the world who's doing something so amazing and so incredible, we're so proud of them, and we say thank you to them. All those nurses, think about them. Things went really bad in UK, really, really bad in UK, which was so bad. I left UK in December. I was here, and then I heard about how bad things went. That means people were dying, and it's so sad. And not only
Is it
just
for the
UK, there has
pandemic,
been
Dr. Sadhna?
everywhere.
Are you referring to the pandemic situation in
Yes,
UK?
yes, yes, yes. It went really bad. It was surprising that a country that we thought could hold it so well was so helpless. So helpless.
Right.
Think about it. The population of England is only 80 million. It's a small island. And compared to that, if you're losing like 60,000 people, that was a lot for UK. It's a lot.
Right.
So it's really sad, because and then again in India, when you heard, every day you would hear news, and losing so many people that you know so well, and it really hurts you. And I was in one of the summits, a couple of months ago, and while I was, just on the speech, just before I had to go there to deliver my speech, I just heard, and I just saw my WhatsApp message, and someone I had just spoken to the last night, gone, and it was just, that is when you realize that what is life. You think about it, you plan, and you go ahead and you make so many plans, and you've got all it all sketched up, but it takes only 1 minute and you're gone. And then what are you? Just a memory. Do you know what I mean? So
Right.
that's what I'm saying, that when we have this moment, this is the only moment, this present, the past, no matter how glorious it is gone. Future, we have no control over whatsoever. We have no idea what's going to happen. The only moment we have is this that we have in our hand now. So this is the time we can love each other, we can spread love, we can spread hope, we can spread whatever we have, whatever expertise or whatever little we have. If we can allow that to be shared, allow that to be a part of, a support system for someone, I guess that is all that matters. Somewhere along the line, it's very important to, not lose this momentum, because like I
Right.
said, I've seen a lot. I've seen here, especially, I've seen very big businesses, organizations, and when you meet these people, they're so brave on their face, and they were crumbling. And why wouldn't they? Economic crisis, they hit really bad everywhere. So what I'm saying is, it's very important to be considerate to people, because people can put a brave face up, but we don't know the challenges, the mountains of emotions that are behind them. So something I always like to, pause on and just pay attention to is just try to be very, very, very considerate to people. We don't need to judge them. We don't need to know where they are. Just let them be. At least they're trying to survive. Whatever help we can, we'll put it forward. If we can't, then at least we're there. We can smile. If we can't offer nothing, I think we can just be there smiling, not judging. So I think that helps. But like I said, very important to be part of these very constructive help, assistance, wherever in the world we are, that can be created for women. And while I said, for children, yes, there is a lot that needs doing, obviously, a lot
Right.
of parts of the world. I think Queen Mother and myself were involved with AHRI Global, who are also working on a global bill, on a children protections global bill. I think, Manira, you're aware of it as well.
Yes.
So That is why I said these are the things where you can come out and see how you can help, because physically it's very difficult to get to everywhere and
On
be.
this very point, Dr. Satnam, I have questioned that you are very much connected with UN, and I know very well our Queen is also very much connected with the United Nations. I know. So, right at this moment, the issue that is, difficult to solve, like women's empowerment, rights, and as you have seen, that child's also abusement, some sort of abusement we have seen very violently happening in many countries. So I request all of, as I have seen, you guys are so famous. People are continuously looking after your link to listen, just to listen your voice. So I want to know that do you have any plan and action, future improvement, how we can do more empowerment with connecting like all of our international organizations? Do you have any plan or actions in mind,
See, we have
Dr. Satnam?
FITHR, which is the Federation of International Gender and Human Rights, that are specifically working for mothers and children. So mothers, they're working for all the children rights for, especially when the children are born, and the kind of atrocities that the women have to face in some parts of the world. So there are, and they are affiliated with UN as well. I'm one of their diplomatic fellows. I did a second cohort with them, Dr. Amin Ali. So there are a lot of organizations, like I said, they are
Programs.
working very keen on that. And if
Okay.
needs be, we can refer them. We can start to see how they can add with the other works that you guys are related with, and I'm
Okay.
sure they'll be able to help. They're credible sources. They're very reputable people. They've been working in these sources for long. So I think that would make sense. Definitely.
That's the hope. I have got a hope from you, Satnam. Thanks a lot. From
No,
Dubai, from
they
you.
are.
United Kingdom, we can help a lot of other countries also. I hope you will connect a lot of other countries
Definitely.
to
Like I
help
said,
them.
there's a massive summit, and that is especially just on women, the women empowerment, and all these remarkable, inspirational women that they're flying from every part of the world coming up here. So I would request the host to send some more information, and I'll get you all the links and whatever. And if there is
Please.
time, someone can visit,
Yes.
then I will ask them to actually send the invite list case, whatever possible. We'll see, because it is
Dr.
good.
Satnam, to let you know, our queen is so famous. We feel that she is queen of Bangladesh. She is so famous.
How could I not
Seriously.
know Queen Mother? Who would have had a relationship that I've had with her? Like, she's so close, so
Okay.
close.
Thanks a lot, Dr. Satnam. Please stay with us now. This is the time to connect our international speaker and the great leader, Miss Krina Shasturi from Poland. Can I invite my dearest leader? Can you please unmute your microphone and share your thoughts and leadership program to empower women's and children's rights, how we can establish their freedom, peace, and justice? Krina Shasturi from Poland.
Greetings to everyone and happy Eid to all my family and friends. Thank you so much. This is a good platform when we talk about women and children rights. I would say, firstly, I'm very proud of being a woman myself, and I'm a proud mother of a baby girl. So it gives me truly an immense pleasure to talk about this. When we talk about rights, I would say human rights are universal. Like when everyone is born, like when any individual is born on this planet, he or she has an access to all the rights, whether it is about education, whether it's about political participation, whether we talk about civil participation. I don't know in why in many countries there still these rights are violated.
Right.
That's I would say that's a shame, but I really feel that because of this good organizations like United Nations and the Peacekeepers Foundation, they are doing many things to help and uplift the women. They are very non-profit organizations who are really uplifting the women, who are talking about their rights to the country, to the government officials, and that's been taken care. I would also say that this particular thing, like gender equality and women rights, are the main key elements and the components of the Universal Declaration of Human Rights. When we talk about, I just wanted to talk about incident about, like, let's say, child marriage or child abuse, and
Right.
when it comes about educating a women. More than that, I feel that back in many years ago, the women doesn't even have rights in few countries to own a piece of land.
Oh my goodness.
Yes, and the thing is that when we talk about agriculture, when we talk about many food production, the main thing is that behind all those things, there are women who are involved. And when you don't accept them or when you don't appreciate them, that's bad. So I would say that firstly, this right should not be restricted. Women should be given rights to, even apart from the traditional goals, I think so women should be even given rights to own a piece of property. They should be
Right.
educated. Um, they should be not, apart from the education, we should not restrict them for anything. If I see nowadays women have reached moon, so imagine what a woman can do. There's so many things, even in politics or maybe in government bodies, you will see the woman who is leading the entire organization. So I would say that respect women. We should make sure that the child marriage is not accepted, because women
Right.
and children are really linked together. If you
Right.
don't respect a mother, then obviously the child will suffer. I would say a happy mother can keep a happy child,
So true.
right? And when we talk
So
about
true.
children rights, I would say children rights should also be taken into consideration. We need to uplift the women, so automatically the child around them also gets uplifted. We should make sure that the child labor is not, we should combat the child labor, and we should make sure that we should educate the child. Because nowadays what happens is, because people want to earn money and they think child as a asset or maybe a liability, I would say that in, that's the reason when we talk about colleges, when we talk about academic, we see that many of the children, they do dropouts. They
Right.
don't get involved, and that's the reason when it comes to child labor, when they start doing when they start getting into odd jobs. So I would say that people should more focus on internet. They should be given access to computers. They should be involved, and that's the reason, this automatically the child labor, the child we should focus on child education. And every child has to be kept well. Every child should be having a proper family. Every child should enjoy and should be protected from danger, and that's the right of each and every individual. I see. So I'm a resident at the moment in Europe, and earlier I have been staying almost 6 years in Australia, and I see that nowadays there are a lot of organizations, even the government is focusing a lot on women. You will see a lot of these entrepreneurs who are daily covered in the Vogue magazine as well. They talk about gender equality. They talk about their rights. They talk about what they have done in their life, and it's so nice to see them. So yeah, that's exactly I would like to tell about this.
Thank you. Thanks a lot, Krinal Shasuri from Poland. So now it is time to listen from Rosie from Vietnam. She's an excellent educator, a leader, a great voice, and a mother who is maintaining a lot of responsibilities at the same time. Rosie, am I requesting kindly, please connect yourself and share your opinion regarding women's rights and children's rights, how we can establish and your experience. Can I connect our international speaker, Rosie from Vietnam? Thanks.
Nice to meet you. And I'm Rosie from Vietnam, and I'd like to talk about the situation in Vietnam. In Vietnam, domestic violence is very popular toward women and children. And the most serious thing, again, Vietnamese women, yeah. First, there are four violence, four kinds of violence. First, physical violence. Men, some men often attack their girlfriend or their wives on their face, the body, so left there a lot of injuries on their bodies, and certainly women are hurt and even they can die because brutal action of men. And uh, women suffer mental violence, and some men can capture some video, some private videos to threaten women, and use bad word or scold women, and this affect women psychology and reputation a lot. And third, sexual violence, and some men often force women to make love with them although they don't want, and it's a safety problem. So many women are afraid of telling this trouble to others members in their family, so they have to suffer from it. And the last, financial violence, and as you can see, many women give birth and spend much time taking care of their children, so they don't earn enough money to support their needs, so they have to depend on their husband. And some in my country, some because of this, many women had to certify, had to meet some unreasonable the requirements from men. And I think that violence is in domestic violence is a sensitive topic. So many women don't want to tell some other members in their family, so they had to suffer a lot, and sometimes they had to sacrifice their happiness to maintain their family. And I think that because I am a woman, and I think that they had to learn how to protect themselves from violence. And first they need to share their difficulties, their problem, their trouble with other family members, and they can support and help them to overcome it. And if the problem is more serious, they can call the police. Yes, I think so. And especially, and we need to educate women to understand their rights. They are protected by the laws, so they need to raise their voice to to be against violence in their families, and they must understand that no one can attack them, both mental and physical aspects, and they need to be aware the value and the role of them in their family. They can do many things better than men, and I think that they they should they should get a proper education to get a job, to earn money, and they can live on themselves. Yes, so they can raise their voice in their families. And I want to say that as women we can do many things very well, and I hope that we can have many campaigns to encourage women to take part in and to express their abilities to society, and they will be supported by other members of the society. And certainly, if women have a good life, a happy life, they will educate their children to be good men or good women in the future. And certainly, they will know how to create the most wonderful environment for their children. And it's my opinion. Thank you very much.
Great, great. So now we have covered our guests. So now this is point from hearing our queen, dearest queen, our Excellency and Royal Highness. Do you have any great plan? As I have seen yesterday that you have managed to initiate education's plan. I have seen. I was there, I have listened, I have found that it was so great. And can you please share to our international speakers and leaders your educational program and how you are empowering? And I know you are writing book, so your initiatives, your empowerment plan, can you please share with us, our Royal Highness from France, Queen Nadia?
Yes, thank you for giving me the chance to speak about that. Um, yes, I have created a Successful One Academy. Successful One Academy is to empower the humanity. It's free for everybody. I have put um, in Successful One Academy a lot of teachers from around the world who are teaching in university. They are coming in Successful One Academy and giving their time, their knowledge, and completely free for the people. Completely
Great.
free. Yesterday you were with us and you have learned about, yesterday we were talking and we were teaching psychology, transpersonal psychology. Yesterday the topic was to the talent, what is the difference between the talent and the skill, and how to find the best talent within you. So on Monday, we are teaching Science of Happiness by a psychologist from India, very known also, Dr. Kavita. And we have the professor of psychology from UK also who is teaching. We have also some people from America, Europe, Africa, teaching everybody. I wanted to not only to empower the women, but empower the youth and empower all the humanity. And I am fighting for free education. Why? I will tell you just the story how a Successful One Academy was created. During this pandemic, I have seen that some children were in a private school. When they were in lockdown, they can receive and continue their education online because the teachers were there to teach them, to continue to teach them online, and the others they couldn't. And I said, my God, does it mean that the education is only for people who have money and not the
Right.
others? From that moment, I said, okay, the schools are closed for you. Let me bring the school in your home. And this is how I create the Successful One Academy.
So
Successful One
beautiful.
Academy, yes, Successful One Academy is free, high quality teaching, free for everybody to join. At the same time, to empower the woman, I have, because for me, I believe in women. And without the woman, there's, there's no really peace, you know. People who will think that without the woman they can continue, it's an illusion for them. It's really an illusion. So to empower the young woman, I decided to offer. I made first with 15 university around the world an agreement, and I made a partnership with the university in UK, and I decided to offer 20 scholarships, 100% financed to 20 women, young women in every country. In 30, I have selected several countries, and these countries, it's about, I think it's 13 countries where I offered 360 scholarships to women to give them the chance to get out from their misery. A woman, give her the chance to lead, and she will be the best leader in the world. She will lead a nation like she is leading her family. Everybody equally, without judgment, giving them love, prosperity, peace. And this is why I am fighting for young women. You know, some lot of things are killing me when I have seen even some in some countries the women have no right to speak, only to speak. Our sister was saying about agriculture and all that, but there's women, they don't have the right to speak. They are here to take care of their children, their home, their cleaning, cooking, and taking care of their husband. That it has to stop, because a woman has also a brain. She has the capacity to think. She has the capacity to feel, to create. And she can be a big creator. She can be a big doctor, a big politician. She can be a big businesswoman. And that, if we are not giving her the chance to study, to learn, it won't happen. So this is why I offered this 100% scholarship to the women. During, they have the possibility to become a doctor, to make their doctorate, or to make a master, everything. So I offered that in India, in Bangladesh, Pakistan, Sudan, Kenya, Ghana, Nigeria, Eswatini, Cape Verde. Oh, I am missing another others, but all these countries, they have the chance to come to contact every president in their country, and to go to the president of Successful One in their country. They will collect the application form, all the documents that we are sending that to the University of UK, and they will have the chance to get graduated from Europe. And the certificate and degrees is recognized all over the world. So they will have this chance. This is why I wanted really to bring the woman in the same level, in the very high level. And Successful One Academy, it's free for everybody. It's free for everybody. We are teaching in different languages. We are teaching also, I told you, psychology, philosophy, graphics. We are teaching how to make flyers, how to make a website. We are teaching graphics. We are even teaching in Zulu language the agro farming, agriculture in their own language. Actually, for September, I am preparing everything in Hindi language, in Arabic language and all that. Then the people we will be empowered in their own language. So I thank God, lot of people from around the world, lot of teachers from around the world, they are connecting with us and just giving their energy, giving their time, giving their love and their passion for education to everybody. This is what we are doing.
Super. So now can I connect our dear Dr. Om Prakash from India to say something about women's and children's rights, how we can establish, and please introduce yourself to our international community. We have here Royal Highness Queen Nadia from France. We have Rosie and Krinal Shah from Poland, Rosie from Vietnam, and Dr. Satnam from UK. But I think Dr. Om Prakash lines has got some issues. Are you able to listen, please, Dr. Om? Dr. Om Prakash, can you hear me? Om Prakash, can you hear me, please? Okay. So sorry. So here I can connect for the final message round. So Dr. Satnam, what is the final message to the world? Dr. Satnam from UK, final message to the world.
Like I said, it's all about spreading love, hope, education. Yes, I said, skill development, very, very important. I said, these practical steps are so important because they are the ones that will actually help women wherever in the world they are, whatever organizations are there that are offering these kind of help. I think more awareness has to come out so people can line up because not everyone is fortunate to be online. I think still, 60 to 70% of women around the world, they're still somewhere in parts where they have no access to virtual world or online or all these things. So practical, I think, is very important to see where these organizations are and whoever we can tie up with or work with individually in countries. So country heads and whoever these women, like I said, we have to see where help can be available. At the moment, we're working with the United Nations Skill Development Program, and specifically, I'm working with UK and UAE because that's where I belong to most of the time. I'm here in the UAE at the moment, so I'm dealing with a lot of organizations here that are working on that part. And like I said, it's really lovely to see how women there are so many free programs for women to come and join so that they're empowered, even to startups. Like I said, talking about women startups, a lot of help is available. And I think sometimes the problem is there is help around, but people are not aware where to go for. They're not aware of the right channels, and they're not aware of the right process to get onto that so they can be availed, so they can actually go and avail these offers and these opportunities. So I think this is initiative of people who are involved in these kind of organizations and these kind of they're aware of these kind. They need to come out and they need to spread more information about these things. So wherever I am, like I said, whatever information I will share with you, Manera. So you're there, and whatever help you need, like I said, in these sectors in UAE or UK, wherever I have my physical base, if I'm able to help, then please do let me know.
Okay, thanks a lot, Dr. Satnam. So can I connect Ms. Prina Shasturi from Poland to deliver her final message to the world, please? Prina Shah.
So I would say, in a very short and sweet manner, that respect women, respect each and every child. That's what the message is to everyone. And women is a form of kindness, compassion, peace. If there is a woman in the house itself is so lively. So that's what the message is. And definitely from our end, like what we do, it's like we really uplift and educate the women That's a really nice initiative by the Queen of really empowering women. There are few organizations, as I said in past as well, like which helps. You know, there are a lot of this antiques and there is a lot of this art and products which are made by women, and then it's an opportunity that we help them selling it all across the globe, so that they get a and take that as well how we celebrate women. Audible?
Thanks.
Yeah.
Thanks a lot. Dr. Om Prakash, can you hear me?
Hello,
Yes, please. Dr. Om,
hello.
can we connect you from India to deliver your message on women's and children's rights? We are about to conclude. Can you share your views, please? Dr. Om, are you listening? I'm so sorry I'm unable to connect Dr. Om here. So can I connect Rosie for her final message from Vietnam? Rosie.
Uh, yes, I think that with proper education and support from international program, women can create their own happy world for them and for their children. And as women, they deserve to get respect and equality from men and from the society. Is my last word. Thank you very much.
Okay, thanks a lot for your last message. So can I connect our heart, our queen, Nadia, for her final message, and may I take the pleasure and privilege, the honor to hear again from Queen Nadia. What is your leadership and guidance and the final message to the world, our Royal Highness from France?
Yeah, my message to the humanity: think that we are all equal. We are all here to complete one another. We are all here to spread love and light. And what is really the light? The light is the supreme intelligence that we have within us, and we are born with that. This light will destroy every darkness. The darkness is the ignorance that we have actually. So we need to just to reveal the light within us, give, spread this love, and see the other as the best other of yourself. We are all born equal and free, and we are all one. There's only this body, this physical body, who is separating, dividing us from one another. But in reality, we are all connected with one another in the same divine love, in the same divine light, in the same divine abundance. And so, if you look deeply within you, you will feel this abundance. Just focus on prosperity and wealth and no more on poverty. Focus on the solution and no more on problems. This is the only way to change, to eliminate the real cause that we are all responsible of. Just to just reprogram your mindset. You reprogram your mind, open your heart, open your consciousness. Yes, we are an individual consciousness, but we are also living in universal consciousness. Like we are an element of God living in God. Like the fish is element of water, living in water. This is our real source. So people who think themselves that they are superior to the others just break this illusion, this ignorance. You know, learn to know yourself. You are spirit, and for the spirit there's no limit. Today we have so many violences against children, against women, against weak people. So we just need to abandon that, because that it's a lack of knowledge. It's a lack of knowing yourself. It's ignorance of your own identity. We are born love, and we have to spread this love in order to find peace. And when you find this peace and this love within you, you are just becoming the best expression of yourself and just shining. And it is contagious. You know, love and light are contagious. So we are all spreading that and spreading respect between one another. This is really important, to be one family, one humanity. And remember, the woman is the essence of life, and life and consciousness. Life is consciousness, and consciousness is life. And together they are, it's creating, it's creating this humanity. So be with one another, respect one another, and before to attack the others, before to hurt a woman, before to hurt a child, remember just one thing: we are all under the control of cause and effect. All what you are doing to the others will come back to you as boomerang. Don't think that you will escape to this law. No way. It's a universal and divine law. And all the universe is bowing in front of this law. So don't think also that you have the possibility to modify this law. There's no way to modify it. You have to accept it and to just start the personal development, the knowledge, the true knowledge of yourself. Get out from this ignorance, and you will be out from the tribulation and vicissitude that we are all living. This virus has given us a big lesson, and we should take it as an example, because this
Right.
virus is acting to
Very
against
true.
everybody. He has no border. He cannot see the black, the white, the religious, the good one, the bad one. No, he's attacking everybody equally, the rich, the poor. He's teaching us how equal all we are. He's teaching us that we need to be united against one enemy, this virus, and not to fight one another. It's nonsense. Fighting the others is hurting ourselves. So
True.
just before to do anything, remember that the other is just another you. Thank you.
Super. Thanks a lot. So here we had all our conversations, your final message. So now it is concluding time, and already 1 hour has been passed. And thanks a great motivation, great leadership, enthusiasm, and spirit from around the world. Like leaders like you, Dr. Satnam Krinal Shasuri. Dr. Om Prakash, we are so sorry we couldn't hear from you. And Rosie from Vietnam, and marvelous queen. How beautiful you are. That is called brain, and that is called beauty with brain. And that is called the power of leadership. How truly, how nicely, how beautifully you have depicted your statement. I have no word to express my gratitude towards our international leaders and speakers. So it was wonderful time hearing from you. Inshallah, we'll connect with everybody in another session. Thanks a lot, and thanks for your empowerment projects. The work, your voice really matters. The work you are doing really, really great, and that's why you have got millions of followers and you have got a lot of fans for your work. And salute our international heroes, our leaders, and respect from my heart. Please accept my gratitude from Bangladesh. Thanks a lot. We love you a lot. Thanks. Take care. Stay blessed and very happy Eid Mubarak. Bye bye. See
Thank
you
you.
soon. Thank you.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Thank you.
Bye.